Good Sunday evening, South Carolina Weather Watchers. I'm the host for South Carolina Weather, Joseph Peterson, and let's go ahead and talk about the weather for your Sunday night going into your Monday morning. Now, here's our current radar right now for South Carolina. As you can see, we have this huge rain band starting to come into the region. Includes, places like Ridgeville, Charleston, Lincolnville, and places like that down the Walterboro, Hampton, Allendale, even up in the North Augusta and McCormick as well. So those regions are getting hit with rain right now. I am in that region right now. As of right now, I don't know exactly how much rain I've gotten so far. Let's see, 0.07. So around 7/100 of an inch of rain, almost a tenth of an inch. And we're not even close to being done with this event yet. The main part of this event will be around 1 to 3 a.m. That's when most of this precipitation will move into the region. So, you do have that. Going on ahead and moving on to the entire just United States. We push this outward. And, I do have my alerts on. Let me go ahead and turn them off. I had them on earlier. So you can even see all the lightning strikes down there near South Carolina as well. Going on ahead and talking about the MRMS. Here's like the main radar that we usually use all the time, and here it is. See this huge rain blob and even some line of storms and some supercells out in the ocean right now. Some showers in the south central. We have the west coast getting hit by this atmospheric river with snow in the higher elevations. And then we have some rain showers up near Montana and North Dakota. Going on ahead and looking at our cloud cover earlier, kind of saw it at the beginning of the video, but that cloud cover is really starting to move in now, with everyone in South Carolina receiving cloud cover right now. Not anyone is seeing a clear night sky tonight, so that is definitely a bummer for the people that like to go outside and, look at stars and all that kind of stuff. Definitely a bummer, but it's going to be rain-filled pretty much south of Columbia and Myrtle Beach. It's going to be rain-filled, but if you're in the north, guess what? Not really any rain, but just some cloud cover for northern South Carolina. So, I know a lot of people need to want to see some sort of rain, but I do have some good news actually regarding that. So we'll talk about that later. But our current temperatures right now are 49 outside of Columbia, 46 near Augusta, 51 near Myrtle Beach, 47 near Florence, and 57 near Savannah, 59 near Charleston. Then down to our south, 63 near Orlando, 57 near Gainesville, 54 near Tallahassee, 59 near Jacksonville, and then to our west, 43 near Atlanta, 43 near Birmingham, and 45 at both Huntsville, Montgomery, and then 57 in Baton Rouge and New Orleans. And then to our north, 47 in Memphis, 46 in Chattanooga, 45 in Charlotte, 49 in Wilmington, and 43 inside of Raleigh. Here's our minimum temperatures for tonight. Charleston will see around 50. That's around like 54. I'd say 51. 51. Okay, 51. 41 pretty much everywhere. So if you're inside the low country, definitely some lower 50s, but if you are out mainly towards like Columbia, I'd say even up into the upstate as well. Sumter, Florence, North Augusta, 41s as well. So the low country is really going to be the warmest region for tonight. With those temperatures around the low 50s, even though right now I'm inside of, I think, I'm inside the high 40s right now. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm around like at 49, 48.7 to be exact. So that rounds up to 49. So that is that. Here's our minimum temperature for tonight. Going on to our wind gust. Wind gusts are going to be gusting around 33 up in the upstate, 34 down near Charleston, even up to 32 near Myrtle Beach, and then 20s all the way up to near like Columbia, around like 25, 30 miles an hour. I did get a couple of good gusts in my house. I got one around 17 miles an hour just not too long ago, so not really too bad right now. Will it get bad later? Possibly, but I know the later we get into the night, I'm pretty sure the more of a chance we're gonna start seeing those wind gusts get higher, especially near the coast. Here's our 24-hour precipitation totals. As you can see, Charleston, you can still receive another inch. Myrtle Beach around a tenth of an inch. Even parts of, I think that's Sumter, can see around a tenth of an inch. Let's see. We have Beaufort around another inch. North Augusta around 3/10 of an inch. And those are really our places right now. If you're inside the blue region right here, see around a good tenth of an inch, or sorry, a half an inch all the way up to an inch. So that is that. And then here's our current radar right now. This goes around 13 hours out. We push this forward. There goes. This is what it looks like right now. It actually starts at 9 o'clock. So here we are at 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and then you see that storm band pushing up into the Beaufort area. That pushed forward, and at 1 a.m. we have a line of storms just going through the coast right now. This will cause obviously some gusty winds and some frequent lightning. And it will start to fizzle out, but look at this heavy rain, especially near like Charleston. Even in parts of Columbia can see some decent rainfall as well. And then it kind of starts to try and fizzle out tomorrow morning, but definitely can still see some more isolated showers tomorrow morning while you're leaving to go to work or school or wherever you need to go to tomorrow morning. Here is our day one storm prediction center outlook. This is pretty much telling us what chances we have of seeing severe weather, and if you look at us, nothing except for a little light green. That light green means that thunderstorms are possible, but they're not really meant to be severe. Just some gusty winds and some frequent lightning and possibly some small hail, but that's about it. But you can see mainly we showed that storm that was going to try and ride up the coast, and this is why we are under this light green right here, because we can take actually a better look at it on my computer. If we go to day one and then we go to show general thunderstorms. Alright, so if you look at the radar on my screen right now, you see this line of rain moving through. Here you go. Here is the areas that could see potential thunderstorms all the way from Georgetown to Somerville, all the way through Hampton, down up the coast towards Charleston, McClellanville, Allendale, and places like that can see thunderstorms tonight going into tomorrow morning, but mainly overnight around the 1 to 3 a.m. time periods as well. So that it is something that we're going to have to watch for. And then that is that, and now let's talk about the future. So, moving on ahead and moving on, the storm system's out of our hair, it's gone. We're going to be inside of a bit of a quiet period. A high pressure will be over us. So, here's what it would kind of look like 1 p.m. February the 8th. Just nice. And then we will have another chance for precipitation up in the upstate around February 9th in the evening time frame. And then we have this next huge system that's going to come through. And instead of dropping rain, really, at majority of the southern parts of South Carolina, this storm system is really going to bring the majority of the rain to the northern part of South Carolina instead of the southern part. But after this one goes, there's another huge one that comes out of nowhere, and that's going to drop a lot of rain as well. And then there's another one right behind it as well, causing more rain to go through the upstate. And then we're under another kind of high pressure with some cold temperatures, probably. And then here we have this huge system that's bringing freezing rain and sleet up to the upstate in Columbia. But this is 336 hours out. We are way too far to even be talking about this, but definitely something we're gonna have to watch for, and something that I will keep watch for. And this also is also looking pretty serious as well, as we have a low pressure here bringing a lot of precipitation, but this is more than almost 400 hours out, so cannot start talking about that. But active period, definitely. We might have a little bit of a break after this storm passes, a good like 5 to 6 day break, and then we're gonna have to start talking about these storms. And these storms are gonna be like repeating. As you can see, this radar or this model goes all the way out to like past mid-February. So all the way past mid-February, just gonna be storm after storm after storm, and that's what it's gonna look like. And this is the good news that I've been wanting to tell y'all. Because we are getting all of this rain, and because all of the rain that came through last week as well, we have now been officially crossed out with drought. Okay, we have no more. We're not in the D0. Remember, in McCormick, Abbeville, and Anderson County, there was a little D0, abnormally dry, in all those counties, but they have since crossed it off. So everyone inside of South Carolina is now has regular soil, regular rain levels. We are on schedule with rain for for pretty much how our climate can handle pretty much right now. So that is a great thing to hear. No drought to worry about, and we are getting all the rain that we need. So, and even with this system coming in, that should knock us down a little bit more too, to maybe above average rainfall. So that's definitely something that we like to see when we don't want a drought at all. There was a little D1. Remember, starting when I just started up this YouTube channel, there was a D1 in those areas. Now, then it kind of went down to a D0, and now we're at a none for the entire state. So that's a great thing to talk about. But thank y'all so much for watching tonight's video. Please, if you're near the coast, get ready for a possible line of thunderstorms to pass through the region. Gusty winds, frequent lightning, maybe even potentially, but even though I don't really expect it, some small hail. But don't be surprised if some hits. It won't be damaging hail, so it might just be some hail that you might hear on your roof, but that's about it. And that's gonna about do it. So thank y'all so much for watching. I'll see y'all tomorrow morning with another weather update.